What is going on, everybody? It's Stas here. So the markets were all over the place today. We had the S&P go down 0.1%, the Russell went down 0.2% as the Dow went up 0.2%, and the Nasdaq 100 went down 0.9%. So today we're going to break down some stocks, some charts, my thoughts on the markets, plus more. So sit back, relax, hit the like button, subscribe, check out my Patreon down below if you guys want all my buys, sells, call outs, morning update videos, plus more. All of that's on Patreon. Again, link down below. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. So you guys all know at this point, especially if you've been watching the markets, my YouTube videos, if you're on Patreon, you should know at this point, the markets have been breaking out. And we talked about it in my video from earlier today. The markets hit a brand new all-time high today. At least the S&P 500 did, and you guys can see here SPY, which tracks the S&P 500, hit $454.67. And you guys should know as well that the previous all-time high was from the beginning of September, about a month and a half ago, and that was at about $454.50. So we barely hit a new all-time high, but it still counts, guys, even though we broke the previous all-time high by about 10-15 cents. It's still an all-time high nonetheless. And at this point in time, since we filled the entire gap up to the previous all-time high, I'm going to set my alert at 455 because that is where I believe, and I've been on record saying, and I'll say it again right now, that is where I think the next leg up is going to come on SPY. Whether it's next week, whether it's the week after, I have no idea. But I think if we break through this 455 level into 460, we're going to see a big breakout. Considering on the yearly chart, you guys can see the uptrends continuing, and you can see even clearer here that 455 is a sticking point. And at least over the past year, and quite frankly, the past couple of years, we've been hitting all-time highs after all-time highs after all-time highs. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to say, hey, look, the next big leg up and more momentum is probably going to come out of 455, 460. So that's why I put my alert there, and that is what I'm watching for this upcoming week. And for QQQ, let's see what's going on here, guys. Where do we close? We closed a little bit above 374, and it seems like we are slowly breaking under 375, 376, which was the high from the end of September. So as SPY is hitting all-time highs, QQQ is not there quite yet. I mean, you guys saw big tech today from Apple, Google, Amazon. These stocks got hit pretty hard. You know, Snapchat, even though I wouldn't consider Snapchat big tech, I guess, maybe, I don't know. What's the market cap on Snapchat? Let me tell you one thing for sure. The market cap got slashed by 25% today, but I still wouldn't consider it big tech. Snapchat's market cap right now is $87 billion. I guess you could say it's big tech, but it's not mega cap tech, if that's even a thing. I might have made that up on the spot. But overall, tech in general got slammed today, thus leading QQQ to sell off a bit under that critical point of support from the end of September. So in my opinion, QQQ's got to get back over 375. It's got to break 380, 378, and from there, boom, all-time highs, probably right around the corner. So what do you guys think? I really hope you all had a great day today. The markets were very interesting. I personally didn't do much today. I bought a little bit of Google. I bought a little bit of Amazon. I sold, or rather closed, my covered calls, a couple covered calls positions. And you guys in my Patreon know all about that because you got all my buys and sells, all that good stuff in real time. But other than that, I didn't do much today. I was tempted to buy some Snapchat, but I sustained from doing that. What's the word? Is that even the right word? I withheld from doing that, right? I might do it next week. I'm thinking about it. But other than that, I didn't really do anything else today. And that's typically what I do on Fridays. I don't like forcing anything. I might buy a little bit here and there. I might close some positions, in this case, covered call positions. But I don't force anything, especially if I had a good week, which in this case, if you guys saw my previous videos from earlier this week, if you guys are in my Patreon, you know I crushed it on Pinterest. Pinterest is one that I was in before this big pump. I bought it last week at 51 bucks. I sold it at about 61. So I crushed it on Pinterest this week. So I didn't really feel the need to do anything crazy today. And I'd love to know what you did and your thoughts down below in the comments. Make sure to smash the like button while you're at it. Let's try and get at least, come on guys, let's do a challenge. At least 150 likes on this video. Smash the like button and let's talk a little bit, because today was crazy, not only with the tech stocks, which Snapchat, Google, we already talked about it, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, a lot of these got hit today. Twitter, some more than others. We had this SPAC today. Two actually, I don't know if PHUN is a SPAC. It might be. I should have looked at this before. I forgot. But what you guys need to know is that DWAC is a SPAC. And this is a SPAC that is taking Donald Trump's social media company, whatever the heck it's called, I don't even know. It's taken his social media company public, right? Or it's trying to, at least. And that's what the SPAC is. So let's talk a little bit about that. Well, I guess it is taking it public, but we'll see how it ends up panning out. This ended up going up 107% today. It went up 50 bucks today. And if you were to buy this thing yesterday, guys, whoo, man, you would have 11'd extra money. I did the math. If you bought it at 16, 14, 10, actually, look, it was actually trading at 11, 12 bucks at market open. If you bought it at 11 and sold it at 175, which I doubt anybody watching this video, I doubt any of you guys did that. But if you were to do that, let me do the math quickly. So 175 divided by, let's say, 11, you would have 15, almost 16x'd your money. Imagine that on a SPAC that in reality might not do anything. In a couple of months, this could be worthless, valueless, if that's even a word. This might be worthless. But as of now, there's a lot of hype behind it, right? We all know Donald Trump. He was the president. He got kicked off of Twitter, Facebook. He's off of all the major media platforms. He's saying there's censorship. And we're not going to get political here because I don't get political on my channel. That is just something that I don't talk about, but I will talk about the facts, right? The facts are he's off Twitter, he's off Facebook, he's getting censored, right? And a lot of people in his party are getting censored. I mean, that's just the reality of the thing, of the matter here. A lot of these platforms are being ran by Democrat Party. The people from the Democrat Party, they favor those, that party. And again, I'm not getting political. It's just the reality of the matter here. Twitter, Facebook, we know how it goes, right, guys? And, yeah, he's trying to make his own. Now, do I think it's going to succeed? Probably not. I don't know if it will or not. I mean, I wish I knew, because I might invest in this, but then again, I wouldn't touch this thing with a 10-foot pole. I'm being honest with you guys, because this is screaming hype to me. 100%. It's screaming hype to me. Anything that goes from $10 one day to $175 the next, that is pure hype. There's no logical, rational reason why this would 17x overnight, other than the fact that there's hype, it's a pump, a lot of people behind Wall Street bets or in Wall Street bets are getting behind it. There's no other reason why this, from a fundamental perspective, would go up 17 times. So for me, there is no way I would put money in this unless I'm 100% willing to lose that money. Oh, that's a different story. Let's say I had hypothetically $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 that I was willing to lose completely. 100% of it, I was willing to lose it. Then maybe I would play with this, but I wouldn't put any real money into this. There's just no way. Even if it went down to 30 bucks, 40 bucks, I still wouldn't buy it. I mean, I don't know. I just don't see it. Sure, his social media platform could explode. It could do well. A lot of people in the Republican Party that feel like they're being censored, which a lot of them are. I mean, it's just what's happening right now. A lot of people are being censored. If they feel like they're going to go to this platform and use it, sure, that might happen. But does that make DWAC a good investment? No, it doesn't, guys. It doesn't. But it could be a speculative play. It can. And who knows? It could go from now it's at 79. It could go back to 150. It could go to 160. You could double your money. But am I willing to do that? Risk my money to do that? No. But I will be on the sidelines. I'll have a cup of whatever the heck I'm drinking. I'll have some popcorn, and I'll be watching it with you guys. And if you're in this, good luck. I really hope you do well. But for me, I am not in this. I'd rather put my money, call me boring, call me a boomer. I don't give a crap. I'd rather put my money in Google. I'd rather buy S&P 500. I'd rather use the money to buy or even just keep in cash. I'd rather do that. And the other one is PHUM, which I'm not sure if it's a SPAC. It probably is. Or actually, no. It seems like it was $1. Usually the SPACs are $10. So I don't think this one was a SPAC. It was a penny stock, though. And then all of a sudden, it hit $24. Holy crap, guys. Look at this. This was literally $1 yesterday. And today it hit $24. So we're talking a 24x. And this is actually the advertising software startup involved with Mr. Trump's 2020 re-election campaign, which I don't know much about. I'll be the first to tell you guys. It's called Funware. I don't know much about this or his social media platform for that matter. And you can see what happened. This is pure pump and dump. It went up to 24 and it closed at 8.70, and now after hours it's at $6. So this could easily go back to $2, $1 when the steam settles, or the dust settles rather. And going back to DWAC, this could probably go to $10 again, 20, 30. I would not be surprised if it did, guys. And if you're getting mad at me, Stas, oh, you're a boomer, oh, you don't want to make money, you don't want to participate in the hype, I don't care, guys, because I'm not in the game of losing money. I've been there. I've done that. I've lost a lot of money in my trading career, and I'm going to make a video after this one that comes out tomorrow going over my biggest mistakes, because somebody left a comment going over that or asking me to make a video, and I figured, hey, it's been about 2 years since I've made that video, which I made it in the past, but hey, it's 2 years later. It's been a while. I might as well make another video going over that, and I'll make sure to cover more about that. So, yeah, keep your eyes out on these. And again, be careful, guys. Please don't get yourself burned. I don't want to see you guys lose money unless you're willing to lose it. Again, if you're willing to lose all the money you put in, go for it. Have a blast. So let's talk about some legitimate stocks now. AXP, American Express. This one did very well today. It went up over 5%. We had EPS of $2.27 versus $1.80 estimated, so they beat EPS. And revenue also beat, $10.93 billion versus $10.52 billion estimated, so not too bad. And I'll be the first to tell you guys, even though it double beat, even though it had a great day, it's overbought. In fact, we hit an all-time high of $189 today, and we're very extended above the moving averages. So I would want to see American Express see a bit of a pullback, right? Whether it's 170, 175, maybe even 165 towards the moving averages. That is where I would consider buying this breakout on the dip, if that makes any sense. So watch out for AXP. Watch out for Visa, ticker symbol V. This one is still pretty being down. It's down from 250 now to 230. It's down 8%. And just recently, it's been moving above the moving averages. We're seeing a golden cross. They have earnings coming up next week, I believe. Let me double check here on the 26th. So what's that? 4 days away from now. Monday, Tuesday, I guess that is, of next week. They are reporting. And I'm going to put my alert at 233. You guys can see 233 has been resistance the past couple of weeks, pretty much ever since the end of September. You guys can see we got rejected at 233 once, twice, 3, 4 times, including this week. And I think if we break out of there, this is going to see a nice pop, a leg up. Whether we go to 240, 250, time will tell. But what I do know is we're going to see that leg up if we start breaking mid-high 230. So keep your eyes out on Visa. AMAT is another one, Applied Materials. I'm seeing an ascending triangle here on the 4-hour chart. Today it went up 2%. It's trading above both moving averages, and if I pop up the 20-day chart, you can see it actually squeezed this morning. It got up to 141, and then we saw a pretty decent pullback to the mid-130s, and we still closed up 2%. And I think this is simply a pullback. The move we saw from market open to market close, it's simply a pullback within the overall breakout. So I think this dip in the mid-130s will ultimately be bought up. I think we're going to go back and test at least 140. And quite honestly, if I'm being honest with you guys, we're probably going 145, which is that resistance we've tested time and time again over the past couple of months since the beginning of April 2021. So keep your eyes out on AMAT. Estee Lauder is another one that I'm looking at here, EL, and we'll group EL and Ulta into the same analysis because, quite frankly, their patterns are damn near identical. You can see here on the 4-hour chart, we're uptrending for Ulta. We're holding the uptrend channel, but we're more towards the bottom of the channel. We've dipped a decent amount. In Ulta's case, we're down about 10, 12%, so we're in correction territory. And for Estee Lauder, we are down. Actually, this is a bit different. We're still down. Let me see here. Estee Lauder is down about 7%, so it's not quite as down as Ulta, but it's a bit different because Estee Lauder, it seems like it double bottomed and broke out from the bottom of this channel, or it held the bottom of the channel, double bottomed at the bottom, and now it's breaking out of both moving averages. So this is probably more on its way. It's further along the breakout process than Ulta is. So keep your eyes out on EL, Estee Lauder, to see if it starts going up towards 350, 355, and Ulta, let's pull that one back up. This one is still trading under both moving averages, right? You can see here it's under the 180 and the 50. So I'm going to put an alert at 380 for Ulta, and we'll see if it breaks out of there. If it starts moving above the moving averages, I'm thinking this goes back to 400, maybe even higher than 400. So that's pretty much it for these, I guess you can call them makeup stocks, even though they're kind of retail stocks as well. And Ulta is one that I was watching about a year, 2 years ago, never pulled the trigger on it. And I regret it, considering I was looking at it when it was 150, 130, high hundreds, and now it's clearly a lot higher than that. But we can go on and on about stocks that I was looking at, and they're a lot higher today, which everybody can. We can't catch them all, guys. That is the name of the game, right? You make wins, you hit a lot of wins, but you have losses, and there's a lot that you miss. You just simply miss. It's the name of the game. We're not Bill Gates. We don't have millions of dollars where we can just buy everything. We gotta just focus on things that we have the most conviction in. And in this case, Ulta probably wasn't one of the ones I had the most conviction in, so I guess I am using a little bit of hindsight bias here. So yeah, let's not go into that anymore. We've already went on a little side tangent, but yeah, Ulta, EL, looking at those. Adobe is another one that I'm looking at, which admittedly I sold a lot, or rather very early. I sold this. I originally bought it at 580. I held through some pain as it got to 550, and I sold it close to 600, and now it's at 640. So I sold it way early. Now it's trading above both moving averages. It's gaining momentum, and just because I sold it early and it's a lot higher from where I sold it doesn't mean I'm going to just throw it out the window now because I'm bitter towards it, which I'm not bitter. But a lot of people out there, they sell a stock, it goes up higher, they're pissed at the stock, they don't want to look at it anymore. That's not me. I used to be like that sometimes a couple years ago, but not anymore. I'm still going to be watching it as there is money to be made. This could make a move towards 670, 675, which was the high point, all-time high point from the beginning of September. So keep your eyes out on these stocks, guys. I don't want to hold you too long here on this wonderful Friday night. Look at Adobe, Ulta, EL, AMAT, Visa, AXP, and if you have some gamble money, hey, Look at Trump's advertising software setup business, startup, funware. Look at his social media company, SPAC. If you guys want to gamble, check him out. And that's it. I'll catch you all in the next video. I appreciate all you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe, drop me a comment, and check out my Patreon. If you guys want my buy, sells, call outs, morning update videos, all that good stuff, it's on Patreon. Link down below. Make sure to get your $30 from M1 Finance or 2 stocks from Webull, and check out my video from earlier. I'll pop it up here. See you there. I'll catch you guys in that video. Thanks for watching again. As always, keep crushing the markets. Stay safe out there. Peace out.